Hello, my fellow students. I am Du Shenyan from Beijing International Chinese College. Today, I will lead you into a world of Chinese characters of Hanzi. We are going to explore the developmental history of Hanzi and learn about the roots of Hanzi in order to better understand them. Learning of Hanzi is an important part of Chinese language learning. What's your impression of Hanzi? Some students find that it is very interesting to learn Hanzi, while others think it is very hard. What about you? Compared with other writing systems, what features do Hanzi have? Where did Hanzi originate? Today, we will answer these two questions. This class contains two parts, the features of Hanzi and the origin of Hanzi. First, what are Hanzi? Hanzi are one of the most attractive symbols of Eastern civilization. They record the Chinese language and are also the basic symbol of the formation of Chinese civilization and an important vehicle for communicating. They are also widely used in the Hanzi culture circle. Some scholars believe that Hanzi are the fifth greatest invention in China. So, what are unique features of Hanzi? First, Hanzi originated independently and has been a long-lasting and stable writing system. From the perspective of the history of various word-written languages, writing systems that have an independent origin include cuneiform, Egyptian hieroglyphics, Mayan hieroglyphics, and Hanzi. Among these characters, olden Hanzi that have been in use ever since their appearance without there being any historical interruption or fundamental change. Secondly, Hanzi are ideograms. Please read these two characters. These two characters are oracle bone scripts. From their appearance, you will know that this is Yue and this is Shan. Sure, a famous linguist believes that Hanzi are classic examples of ideograms. Third, Hanzi are culture symbols. Their compositions and shapes contain much historical and cultural information. These are two characters for bamboo book and clothes. From their appearance, you can get an idea of what the original book and clothes look like in ancient times. Like this one, this is the look of bamboo book. In ancient time, Chinese people will tie the strips with a string and then write on them with brushes. Fourth, the shape, pronunciation, and meaning of Hanzi each have their own features. In terms of the shape, Hanzi are square block characters. English and the other characters are arranged linearly, where some words are short and others long. But no matter how many strokes a Hanzi has, they are a single whole that fits within a square space. In terms of the pronunciation, a single Hanzi is a single syllable and does not always correspond to a word, such as this word has only one character, while this word has two characters. And the same syllable may have different Hanzi, such as Mei, which can have different characters with different meanings. And also some Hanzi may have different pronunciations, Like this character for to move and roll is pronounced 行 and 行 respectively. In terms of the meaning, understanding the meanings of Hanzi help us better understand the meanings of words. This is 火, this is 山. When the two are put together, they form a new word, 火山. This character is 学, which means to learn. If you know its meanings, it will be much easier for you to remember other words like 学校, 学问, 小学, 学生, 大学, 中学, and so on. Have you got the rulers? Now let's take some practice. This is 火, this is 车. When these two are put together, they form a new word, 火车. This is 家, this is 人. When these two are put together, they form a new word, 家人. This is 好, this is 吃. When these two are put together, they form a new word, 好吃. This is 好, this is 看. When these two are put together, they form a new word, 好看. Did you get them correctly? Then we will talk about the origin of Hanzi. We will talk about it from two parts. The first one is stories from the ancient texts. The second one is archaeological clues. The earliest example of a mature version of Hanzi can be seen in the oracle bone inscriptions that have a history of more than 3,000 years. But the oracle bone inscriptions are relatively mature characters, so it is speculated that the origin of Hanzi is much earlier. Since ancient times, China has many legends and conjectures about the origin of Hanzi. Some believe that characters Hanzi originated from noted cards, which were used as a kind of record keeping. And others believe that Hanzi originated from the pictograms, like this is a picture of an elephant, and this is a character. They are very similar. One of the most influential arguments is Tang Jie created Hanzi. Tang Jie was the historian for the mythical Yellow Emperor. It is said that he had 4 eyes and was good at observing nature. He was inspired by observing the footprints of birds and beasts. That is what he based his creation of Hanzi on. However, experts believe that it is impossible for one person to have invented characters. Rather, their invention should be a collective activity of many people, and that after some period of time, one person may have organized and standardized the Hanzi. Tang Jie may have played that role. In addition to these legends and conjectures, through archaeological discovery, we have found some scattered early symbols which offer new clues for understanding the origin of Hanzi. This is an encarved tortoise shell found at Jiahu site in Henan province, dating from 7,500 years ago. There are 16 carved symbols have been found on tortoise shells and stone tools. Some of them are very similar and close to the oracle bone inscriptions of Shang Dynasty. They are markings from Banpo Yangshao culture. All of these are from Xi'an. About 60 kinds of symbols have been found here, dating from 5,000 to 7,000 years ago. Many experts believe that this is the original form of Hanzi. Experts think that they are original numbers. These symbols are Dawenkou culture ceramic symbols, dating from 5,000 years ago. They are an important material for the study of the origin of Hanzi. Like this picture, this part is sun, this part is fire. They are together means bright. So, there are also other writings and patterns found on poultry and animals' bones. Although experts don't yet all agree on the origin of Hanzi, we can basically say that in the Neolithic age, Chinese ancestors had already begun to use a writing system that would later develop into Hanzi. Add that after a long period of exploration and on the basis of a collective wisdom, Hanzi were eventually perfected into a mature writing system. Okay, that's all for now. 谢谢. Thank you.